she just up and left, and that was the last straw. If she ends up coming back, what am I gonna do? Everything just reminds me of her. Ladies and gentlemen, I've got some news to announce. My wife has left me. She is sick and tired of talking about anime. And once I forced her to watch DBZ Kai, that was the last straw. And she just up and left. And babe, if you hear this, I'm sorry. I was just trying to make you a better person. I was trying to show you the way and the light. And I think I could have done better just helping you find your own way. And if you hear this, please come back. Anyway, let's talk about something less depressing here. So I'll keep you updated on that. Okay, all right, let's snap out of it. Here we go. Well, got some new pops here. Just wanted to kind of show this off. It's pretty neat. And this one came out of a mystery box, so I got the actual the limited chase edition of Goldie Roger. So I had the normal one. And then my wife bought me sorry, everything she actually got me, even all these paintings. It's gonna be hard to move on. Anyway, moving on. She got this in a mystery box, and then my buddy got the panda from Jujutsu Kaisen. It's flocked. Pretty neat. Something else. Speaking of my wife, gosh, man, what am I gonna do? Everything just reminds me of her. Because the next thing I'm about to show you was your Christmas gift to me. Got some pretty neat paintings or prints of some of my favorite anime. The first one here is Yu Yu Hakusho. Not sure if you guys seen the live action yet. I'm currently watching it, but that is pretty cool. Gotta frame this, put it somewhere. Yeah, that one's neat. And then I don't have much of Naruto around here. I mean, it's definitely an anime I grew up with, but I just don't have too much of it. But here's the other one. Pretty sick legit with it. Yeah. Gosh, so epic. Anyway, I guess I should shout out to the one who gave it to me. His name is Keihasuk. I have no idea how to pronounce. I don't even know how to read. But check him out. Pretty cool. All right, so let's talk about DBZ Kai. Man, I can't get over how nostalgic the show is for me. But how unappreciative my wife was when we were watching it. Anyway, I don't know how I feel about it. I've always thought that DBZ was ahead of its time. And with just the fighting scenes and the power-ups, and just they really set the marker for a lot of animes that have come out, and most people that have watched anime and been watching it for as long as I have have said this many, many times. So nothing new, but DBZ Kai obviously just cuts out a lot of the insane 4-episode power-ups and stuff, and kind of cuts out a lot of that kind of stuff to get straight to the point, and makes it a little bit easier for new to anime watchers to watch it, and maybe people that just didn't grow up with it to get through it a little bit, as it's a very long. It's got DBZ has like tons of sagas, and each saga is just very long. Anyway, we just finished the Frieza saga, and that just brought me back. And I didn't realize how many. Well, I did, but how many forms Frieza had. But I kind of forgot some of those forms. One of them that I totally forgot about and was like, oh yeah, that's kind of what it looked like. It was so funky. The one I think it was right before his final form, when he's got this really long just dome. His head is just super long, and it looks like a huge capsule. And he just gets bigger and stronger. But yeah, that was something that I totally forgot about. As my wife and I were watching it, it was pretty neat. I was just like, oh, this is it. This is where it all started. You know, the Super Saiyan, the power up of Super Saiyan. This is where it really took off. And I remember where I was actually watching this. I was probably around 8 or 9 years old, maybe, on Toonami. My family, my brother, my sister, even my stepdad, we all sat down and just watched a lot of it. And man, when it happened, it was so epic. It just made you want to power up. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Just makes you want to, you know, when you think about it too, it's like anime got me through a lot of hard times, and it's like, and the reason why is because nothing that I went through in life compares to what Goku had to go through. Like, man, that guy just pushed it. And sure, it's not real. Well, I mean, in perspective, I can at least put it in that perspective that it was real enough to me where, listen, you know, when I push myself and anything I do, you know, there's no way I could top what Goku did. And so I should stop being crybaby about everything. Anyway, so super awesome, ahead of its time. The power-ups in DBZ Kai or DBZ itself are just so simple and relatable. They're very easy to follow. Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, right? Yep, Super Saiyan 4 is when they lost the hair was black again. And then all the, what do you call it? Fusions. Yeah, all the fusion setups, all that stuff was super cool. But yeah, I mean, in DBZ Kai, it was a lot less dramatic, from what I remember at least, when he went Super Saiyan. And I don't know if it was because of the edit cuts in Kai, where it was just like it happened like instantly, and it didn't build up as much, but it was still pretty powerful and impactful. And I was excited that my wife was there to watch it and see it, because she hasn't seen those transformative moments in anime, or in that anime at least. she knows about the storyline and who the characters are, but she never really watched it happen. And so that was pretty cool to see. And I don't think she knew it was coming, which I liked. Like, she knew the characters, Frieza, and she was familiar with the final form and kind of what it looked like. She didn't know what the second to last form was really but she recognized the last form. So I was like, oh, maybe she's seen the actual power up. But when she saw him go Super Saiyan, it seemed like it was new to her. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. Yeah. And man, it just, I forget how sad it was for Piccolo. He just fell off so fast. And it was like, every time you thought he got stronger, he'd just, even Gohan's just like passing him up and stuff. And that guy is like one of the most dedicated to being powerful. I mean, they all are. Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, they all want to become stronger people, and they have the passion, but they just fall off so fast, compared to Goku at least. So, but Piccolo was always tough to see kind of dwindle in the background because he was such a badass, and his attitude, just the way, just his character itself. You really wanted him to stay in the fights all the time and be a staple in some of these fights, and he does in a way. But yeah, that Frieza just shows me how much he has to sit in the background with Gohan and Krillin, while the big boys take care of work. Yeah. Anyway, what else? Man, Vegeta is epic. That guy is... The way they wrote that character was awesome because he was so consistent in all of being about himself. He was in it for himself, and would even leverage other people for his own gain, which is in line with what he's always said, and he was always true to himself. And never hides who he really is. He just wants to become stronger. But yeah, Vegeta's awesome. And how they did that one, and when they have to team up with Goku and Krillin, it's still he's got something going on in the back of his head. He's always planning some kind of scheme in the back of his mind, saying he's gonna steal the Dragon Balls and then all of a sudden wish himself immortal. And I like that he stayed true to himself in the character, and it wasn't such a quick transformation to the good side. It took him a while to be like, to admit that Goku was strong, and that you can be a nice guy and still be a warrior. That was the hardest thing, I think, for Vegeta to realize, was that he felt that being a nice guy made you weak. And Goku was disproving that. And in fact, it was because Goku was so nice that he was so strong, because he wanted to protect others, and that's what pushed him, right? And Vegeta just thought he had his own way, and his way was better. And man, good stuff. What else? Again, I don't remember too much of the original. I just remember those epic moments, and so I couldn't really tell you exactly. I mean, it feels good, watching it all again, like the Ginyu Force, and just being reminded of those characters, Raditz and Nappa, and it was again, it was just nostalgic. I just don't remember if they did cut out a bunch. It just felt like that when he turned Super Saiyan. It felt like the transformation was a lot quicker than I remember it. And sure, I think it still works. And so it was really good. The Cell Saga, I think, was awesome. Super excited to rewatch. Oh, sorry, the Frieza Saga. Super awesome. Super excited for the Cell and the Majin Buu saga, and for my wife to watch that if she ends up coming back. Anyway, and so yeah, that's all I wanted to do, was kind of give you my thoughts and feelings about the OGs of anime, Dragon Ball Z. Let me know what you think about it. Do you notice a lot that's being cut out? Do you feel like it's the same? What are some things that you do or don't like about it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Out. Peace.